Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial. Today I'll be taking you on a tour on how to make a sound effect for a game. So this is a very quick, simple sound effect that I had to make for the heart pickup sound in our game. As you can see, there is a bit of a light kind of getting sucked in, and then there's an explosion with a lot of hearts in it, followed by a sparkle. There it is. So we want to address all three of those situations with our sound effects. So let's get started. The first thing I want to show you is how I made this light getting sucked in sound. I used an ES2 preset called Fusion Style, as you can see here. And then I went to adjust the short and the long to be about here. And what happens when you play this on a keyboard now is you get this glidey sound when you go from a really high to a really low note. And I bounced this in place using Control B, which allowed me to get this wave file here. And with this wave file, I shortened the duration and I used a fade so that the beginning note wouldn't be heard. And finally, I went to automate the EQ so that it goes from top to bottom and it mutes all the frequencies really quickly, giving that something getting sucked in kind of sound. Next, we have a reverse synth here. I recorded a synthesizer with a lot of reverb in it, bounced it up, and then I reversed it. So you could actually reverse your sound effects by going to the regions up here, and then just click on this checkbox that says reverse. When you don't do it, it sounds like that. When you reverse it, it sounds like that. Next up, we have just a regular classic piano. I didn't even add a reverb to it or anything like that. This is the default instrument that pops out when you just straight up add an instrument. Next up, we have actually a gun explosion sound that I found online. I went to the EQ and basically eradicated all the low frequencies and some of the high frequencies, and then added a lot of reverb to it. And I also wanted to kind of, as you can see in the sound effect visual, there's a lot of white, steamy kind of quality to it. So I looked for a steam sound online as well, and added a lot of reverb to that as well. Then next, we have this Angel voice synth that I got from Logic's default Alchemy. Alchemy is a great sound design tool, and I highly recommend that you take advantage of this. So when you create a software instrument, as you can see here, you can click on this and go to Alchemy up here. And Alchemy has so many cool sounds that you can actually play around with. Like, let's say you could choose mallets, wood, hybrid. It kind of does everything for you. And there are these other presets that can really evolve the sound. So it gives you a lot of tools to play around with. And I took one of those Alchemy patches and simply just added a lot of reverb, again, playing some chord. And then I bounced it and then added some bit crusher to it. So you could actually add distortion, bit crusher, and adding bit crusher makes your sound a little bit more 8-bit, I guess. Next, we have a simple sleigh bell. On the impact of the explosion, we want to add in some clean bell kind of sound here. Next, I have the meat of the explosion, which is actually a pillow fluff. So you know that feeling when you like crash against your bed and your head just hits the pillow and it's just so nice? I kind of wanted that sound. Next, we have a warm bell pad. It's not too low, but I wanted to keep kind of this clean, round, warm kind of flavor in there as well. Next, we have a mark tree. Mark tree is a percussion instrument that has a lot of tiny little bells on it. Then we have a lot of bubble sounds that I made with my mouth. You can simply do this by recording it with your microphone or with your phone. And last but not least, we have a glass shattering sound with a lot of reverb on it. Now let's play the final sound effect with the visuals again. All right, and that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.